The Timberwolves were all business as they came through the tunnel, determined to give their fans a reason to celebrate tonight. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with and the Clippers starting five. The guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. The post pairing, Batum and Zubac. And it's Bogdanovic in at the three, the small forward. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's MP in at the point guard. And here we are, Greg, about a third of the way through the season. Is it too early to talk about MVP?
Some people debate that even before the season begins. I think we do have a front runner, but out of respect for the field, I'll keep that to myself.
Back to Edwards. It's hauled in by Zubac. Here's Los Angeles now. Here's Powell. Pass to Harden. Pass to Bogdanovic. Fires away from outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
A dead-eye shooter. Bogdan working off the pass there.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Randle, and he banks in the layup.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And so Powell will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Yeah, they dropped the last game of this matchup. Their bench wasn't able to keep up with the opposing reserves offensively.
Sometimes the bench players are a little overlooked and undervalued, but make no mistake, they play a vital role in deciding games.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Edwards finds MP. It's good.
Edwards has such good feel, knows when to get his own or move the ball.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. What you got for us, DA?
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. Well, he's worried about a number of issues, and front and center, James Harden. He said James will dissect you. It's hard to speed him up and hard to slow him down. He's their catalyst. But he thinks if they do a good job on Harden, they have a good shot at winning. Guys?
Thanks so much, David.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
MP passes to Randle. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Look at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It was a win against the Pistons in Detroit. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they'd been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And here's Harden for three. Hits it from three-point range.
Harden with that catch and release, lightning quick.
Timberwolves trail by 4. And here's Edwards from the arc. Poked loose.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
MP kicks to Edwards. And now a chance to honor a player who has been on fire recently. His play has earned him Player of the Week in the West.
Well, it's not often you see someone be this impactful on the defensive end, but that's what makes him special. I mean, he's been doing all the little things that don't necessarily show up in the box score, but you can bet his coach and teammates know that he's been carrying the team with his D.
The Timberwolves making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
MP dishes to Randle. Back to MP. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Nicholas Batum.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And both free throws good for MP. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. DiVincenzo against Powell. Three-pointer. Rebound, Minnesota. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit. Getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
Outside, Bogdanovich. The pass to Powell. Shoots over DiVincenzo. They get it back. And that one is good from Zubac.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Randall kicks to McDaniels. Randall against Batum. Randall with the bucket.
Well, he's a wrecking ball on offense. Randall, so good at finishing inside.
McDaniels against Bogdanovich. Driving the lane. That one's not going to go. Gobert with the defensive effort. DiVincenzo passes to MP. That ties it up. MP's got 8 points.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time. You know, so far, he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
To the paint, here's MP, and MP throws it down.
Gobert can look over the top of just about any defense right there. Delivers a nice pass.
Harden surveying the D. Zubac kicks to Powell. Bogdanovich up top. McDaniels defending. Zubac the pass to Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. Here's Harden. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Al Harden, he had 19 points in the win against Atlanta.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
You know, Batum is not just a scorer. He's a really good all-around player. Very effective at finding the open man, too.
Here's Gobert. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Clippers. They trail by 1. Pass to Batum. And here is Powell. He's coming off a 19-point game against Atlanta. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Drops it in from 11 feet.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
MP against Harden. On the left block, and DiVincenzo puts it in.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Joe Ingles comes in for Gobert. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for McDaniels. Done with it. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Now here's Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Coffey. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Man, I love how Simmons sets the floor up. So good at spotting his teammates for high-quality shots.
A nice shot by MP.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Here's Coffee, defended by Alexander Walker. DiVincenzo against Dunn. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Here now, the 2K leaderboard, showing us the best passing teams in the NBA over the course of the last month. In the 3rd spot, the Timberwolves.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they passed the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
Alexander Walker finds MP. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. And stolen by MP. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And now a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
What a nice burst. Randall changing ends like a guard that time.
Passes it to Coffee. Jones looking for an opening. And again, the Clippers turn it over. Some changes for Minnesota. Dillingham's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Minnesota leading by 5. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. And it's Rudy Gobert. Then it's MP. And it's Minot in at the 4. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Inside, Batum. And there's the pass to Zubac. Here's Powell. Kicks to Harden. 4 on the clock. Takes the 3. Minot pulls it in. Minnesota shooting it very well tonight, around 57%.
Well, it's nice to see young guys like McDaniels come onto the floor and make the right play.
Clippers trail by 7. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Detroit had a huge game. He scored 25 points, and he was all over the glass in that one with a season high in rebounds. Those were video game numbers he put up in that last game. Boy, it had the league abuzz. We'll see what he's got in store tonight. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Harden has a wide-open look. They get a hand on it.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Down low. Edwards, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Shoots off the step back. Harden can't hit. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Here's McDaniels. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on James Harden. And Greg, you think about what they call float games. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Harden, no good.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold, this boy. Man.
To the inside. And the rejection by Zubac. It's Powell on the wing. Back to Batum. Pass to Harden. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Harden's got 9.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden's, so much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
Minnesota calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Pass to Batum. Bogdanovich against McDaniel. Bogdanovich, no luck. Minnesota leading by 10. On the wing, MV. Guarded by Harden. And he recovers it. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that, but Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer, turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Passes it to Zubac. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Minot, defended by Batum.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Powell kicks to Bogdanovich. On the wing, Batum. Here's Zubac.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Edwards finds DiVincenzo. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his 3rd season. With Edwards, the chance is there, if he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, that he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say, perhaps the face of the league for several years to come.
DiVincenzo against Powell. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
And so MP will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've held a 12-point lead early. 2 points, that one goes. MP's got 10 points in the quarter.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Back to Edwards. Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
The 3 from Harden. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Clippers trail by 12. Bogdanovich with it. Picked up by Edwards. And Batum kicks to Powell. They get it back. Zubats. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Minnesota calls timeout. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Randall's checked in. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Now Edwards. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line.
Harden against Edwards. Jones, no luck. Timberwolves leading by 10. Randall kicks to MP. Here's DiVincenzo. Kicks it out to MP. Randall surveying the D. Over in the corner, Edwards. Ring shot on the way. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Yeah, I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
Powell, he gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Powell's got 7.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
To the middle. And MP with the basket on the assist from Randall. And that's now 24 points for MP. Clippers trail by 10. Harden outside. It's good from long range.
You know, he does so many things well, James Harden. It's easy to forget that he's top 3 all time in most three-pointers made.
DiVincenzo passes to MP. And he drives in. Good D by Harden. LA's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let him fly. Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Tuesday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Thursday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Joe Ingles, who's checked in for Gobert, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Edwards. And Clark, here's a great guy to have in the rotation, Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Loved him in college. Loved his versatility, and I thought it would translate nicely to the NBA. Took him a minute to find his rhythm, but he's got great length, which makes him versatile defensively, and he can play with just about anybody because he's got good all-around offensive skills.
Mike Conley's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And the layup's good off the glass. That's now 26 points for MP.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from him.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So, it's pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA.
Slick move that time by Conley with the rock, carving out some space for himself to get the hoop.
Harden up top, over by Conley. Harden the pass to Simmons. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Simmons really comfortable in tight, and he's so skilled, he makes it look easy scoring inside.
Down low, and stolen by Dunn. Here's Coffey. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Now just a 2-point Timberwolves lead.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
MP dishes to Conley. A 3 ball. bangs home the trifecta. Conley's got 5 now.
You make a 3 on Conley, he's looking for payback. He's got great competitive spirit.
Here's Coffee, defended by Alexander Walker. It's good. Coffee's got 5 points in the quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Harden against Conley. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. NP passes to Ingles. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Dillingham's checked in for MP. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we
Your Timberwolves, 55, the Clippers. First, 51.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. The guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. The post pairing, Batum and Zubac. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward.
A proven scorer. When Harden gets into a flow like this, he can pile up the points.
McDaniels kicks to Edwards. The pass to Randall. Back to Edwards. Over Harden. Here's Gobert. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Powell. And now that's 11 points now in the game for Norman Powell. Edwards kicks to MP. Bounce pass from Randall. McDaniels finds MP. Timberwolves passing it around. Edwards passes to MP. Three-pointer, Randall. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 6 assists now in the game. Pass to Pop. Pass to Zubac. Gobert with the block.
This is what Gobert is known for, his ability to swat shots away with ease.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Passes to McDaniels. And the rejection by Zubac. And here is Powell. He's got 11. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. It's hauled in by Edwards. Edwards got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. McDaniels dishes to MP. To the wing on the left. Edwards against Harden. Edwards passes to MP. And he makes that one. MP's got 28.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
Here's Harden. Gobert with the block.
And there's a reason Gobert has led the league in block shots.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Minutes gone now in the third quarter. Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Harden. MP outside. Over to the wing. Randall kicks to MP. Here's Edwards. Rebound by the Clippers. Harden's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Batum. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists in the game. And so MP will bring it up for the Timberwolves. They've held a 12-point lead early. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Edwards trying to get open. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First team foul.
It's on Nicholas Batum.
Trying so hard to contest that shot. You got a piece of Gobert there.
A free throw drops for Gobert. Special K, we know the trade for Rudy Gobert took some time to click, but now it's looking like a great move.
Well, you know, figuring out how to play 2 bigs in this day and age with the way the game is played, pretty tricky, a slippery slope. And they stayed with it, to their credit, the Minnesota Timberwolves. And once they got it sorted out, Gobert was a force with his defense and his scoring out of the pick and roll. And I think one of the things undervalued in Gobert's improvement is the addition of Mike Conley. They've got a tremendous relationship, and I think Mike Conley's presence has been a real asset for Gobert as well.
McDaniels with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up. Clippers trail by 4. He kicks it to Batum. Over Edwards. A shot by Batum, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. A shot by McDaniels, no good. LA has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Bogdanovich looking around. Here's Harden on the wing. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And the pass to MP. Pass to Minot. And the foul on Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game. Timberwolves leading by 16. They've got Dillingham. Randall out there with Rudy Gobert. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's MP in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Edwards, no good.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Harden. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Harden's got 28 points for the game.
In attack mode and looking to score whenever he can, this is Harden at his best.
Oh, the lob to Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
Gobert is a big target. Especially when he's roaming around that rim.
Edwards against Bogdanovich.
Timberwolves foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, but thus far, it's paying off.
And they've also been ferocious inside, really taking advantage in the painted area and making good on those chances.
Randall finds MP. Count the basket. MP's got 30 points.
Unselfish, good vision, nice dime by Julius.
Now here's Powell. He's covered closely. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Free throw good, MP.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. Can't do much better than that, guys.
And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Now here's Powell. Defense is right there. Basket counts.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Outside Edwards. Back to MP. Edwards against Bogdanovich. Steps back and fires. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
Harden with it. Now defended by MP. Powell. That's good.
All the talk is about Harden scoring, but I tell you what, he can dish that rock, too.
Randall passes to MP. Back to Randall. The 10-footer. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Harden against MP. Now here's Powell. Defense right on him. Clock at 6. Kicks it out to Harden. Puts up a 3. Dillingham with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 15. Randall right side. And they call an illegal screen here.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
Clippers trail by 15. Powell, the pass to Harden. Lays it up and banks it in. Harden's got 30.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
It's Edwards on the wing. MP, and MP throws it down.
Edwards moving that orange like a real pro.
And the foul called on MP. It's his third foul of the game.
They've been undisciplined defensively, getting themselves into foul trouble far too early.
Zubac finds Batum. Now, here is Harden. He's guarded closely. The shot by Powell, no good. And so MP will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They led by as many as 18 points. Three-pointer, Randall. Powell pulls it in. Clippers trail by 15. Harden dishes to Batum. Powell with it. A three from Bogdanovich. Trains the three-pointer.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Randall kicks to MP. To the left side wing. Here's Dillingham. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. LA's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Powell inside. MP's there. And that one drops for him. Powell's got 9 points here in the second half.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
And here's Harden for 3. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
First free throw is good.
At the line for 2, number 88.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Clippers trail by 13. Now here's Batum. That one goes in.
You know, he's become more perimeter-oriented over time, but Nick Batum more than capable of scoring inside.
Edwards passes to MP. Back to Edwards. Over Bogdanovich. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here. Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
We've seen the league, Clark, crack down on physical play more and more over time.
You know, I think in general that's a good trend and direction and change. The game was extremely physical and rugged in the early 80s and even into the early mid-90s. But things change, and I think the change is for the better. It's about player safety and protecting players, so I think it's a good thing overall.
Pass to Powell. Just 5 to shoot. No good with the triple. Minnesota leading by 13. Here's McDaniels. Batum grabs the miss. For Los Angeles, they've gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Here's MP. There's the three. Edwards can't hit.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Bogdanovich left side. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
And you know, few guys play their role better than Bogdanovich. And by that, I mean he's often exceeding expectations and giving his squad more than they asked for.
And he makes the first.
You know, a confident shooter who does a little of everything but Batum is a valuable call who plays his role well.
No good on the second free throw. Minnesota leading by 11. Passes it to Gobert. McDaniels against Bogdanovich. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Now, MP. 6 to shoot. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Hammers the alley-oop through.
What a move by Gobert. Closing that open space in the pick and roll.
And the Clippers call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Teron Lewis had talked with the team, and it was an intense huddle. Coach challenged his team. He told them the effort's not there. It has to get better. We'll see if those words work, Kevin.
Thank you, David. McDaniels passes to MP. Off on the layup.
Boy, and that is a bunch of rebounds for a player who's not the biggest guy out there.
Outside, Batum. And Harden with the stuff.
You see it less often, but make no mistake now, given the opportunity, the beard can still throw it down on your head.
Edwards against Powell. Kicks it out to MP. The three. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
There's the pass to Powell. Here's Zubac, covered by MP. Over MP, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Zubac has got it back down to single digits for Los Angeles. Edwards kicks to MP, driving inside, and the basket is good. MP's got 40 points.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys.
Look out!
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam camera.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Here's Harden. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Oh, great defense. They anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
At the elbow, it's MP. And that one drops. 42 points for MP.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
He should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Harden. And that one, good. Harden's got 38 points.
Surgical precision from Harden, demonstrating his sick handles one more time.
Looking to get it going. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Norman Powell. First free throw is good, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And Edwards drops them both.
A superstar level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skill.
And here's Harden for three. Offensive rebound. Powell, no one around him. And it's off from three-point range. Timberwolves shooting about 45% from the floor in the fourth.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Timberwolves.
A team can have a great shooting out without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. And so the Timberwolves take the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
And for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David This is Kevin Harlan. Thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.